Good afternoon, warriors. It's Lisa Wolf, and today is Turn It Up Thursday. And this week has been an interesting week. I've been just getting confirmations and just all kinds of things like just rolling in. And I had to come on here and express and just release. And I just it's a lot to handle, but it is what it is. And so today I went to pulmonary rehab. Woohoo! Finally. And I just hope and pray that I continue with this journey. And I'm just, I don't know. I'm in a place that I appreciate and I honor people that are just doing this journey, especially with COVID. And I just pray and just my heart and soul are just heavy for those people. And I just I just want to encourage the family, don't stop praying for your loved one. Just don't stop. And miracles happen every day, and they really don't know too much about this virus and this disease and what it does to people's bodies. They're starting to learn, and they're finding different techniques, which is awesome. But I'm just here to tell you, and what inspired me was my dear friend Corey. He told me his little testimony and stuff, and it has blessed me so much, and it has encouraged me so much to come on here today. This is like the third time I tried to make this video, and something just doesn't want it to come out. But anyways, I continue with this journey, and she said today that I should be proud of myself that I have done so well, and that I'm in the transition of progress, and that she does apologize. They apologized for why it has taken so long, and that that there is going to be that I'm not alone anymore. And the thing is that what triggered me when she said that is I haven't been alone in this journey. And I know a lot of people think I'm religious or whatever, but I'm not. All I am is a woman that is a mother and who is madly in love with God, because He was with me through this whole process, and He is not going nowhere. And there was a point in time, and a lot of people ask me too, why didn't you go to the hospital, and all that stuff. Oh, you must have not had it that bad, and all that stuff, because you weren't hospitalized. It's because God told me to stay home. And I know that might sound bananas to other people, but He did. Because I was ready to go home. I got to a point where I did not, I wouldn't say care. It was just, I was just tired. And He said, no. He said, I love you, and I'm not going to leave you, but I have plans for you. And He said, your family needs you. And I said, I know my boys need me. And He's like, no, your family, your blended family, and your husband, they're coming soon. And he said, they will need you. And I was just at the time, I was just whatever. I do believe him, but at the time, I was just at the moment where I broke down. I was like, I'm so tired of you shoving marriage down my throat, how you made sex, how men are this and that, and showing me like just how things should be. I'm so tired of it because I don't see nothing. Like, I don't see the fruit that you talk about. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. So why am I doing all this work for? And this was in the middle of being sick. Like, I don't understand it. Like, see, I can't fathom this. And he had to put me in my place and was like, no, I answered your prayer about being a mother to those boys 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I just got fed up because I didn't know how to be a mom. I didn't know how to be a mom, and I was sick. I was doing the Christian walk, trying to redeem myself and just try to do things right and relearn everything about life. And that was one of the things I said, I'm failing as a mom. I don't even know how to be a mom. And I learned, it's not my fault. And there are some things that are my fault, and I've done some things, and I had to forgive myself because I had a lot of guilt and shame. And I said, okay, so you're saying that you're not taking me home because my family needs me here and my husband needs me here. And I said, well, then I will go through this pain. I will go through whatever you want me to go through to glorify you. I know this might sound bananas to other people or whatever, but I was just like, I cannot take this in vain. And he started showing me the patients that I took care of, like their faces and stuff. And he said, you can't, like, I repented and I was just like, Lord, I cannot hate COVID. Because I hated COVID. I hated workman's comp. I just hated everything until I had this encounter. And ever since then, that was like last year almost. And ever since then, I cannot hate COVID. I cannot hate COVID at all. There's so many blessings and lessons that has come out of this journey. Just this journey alone. And I know it was God. I absolutely know it was God. And I continue to go through all this. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's about my family and my husband. I'm being faithful. This is the first time ever in my life that I've been faithful and committed to a process and a journey that I haven't slacked from or been in vain about it or hated it or asked why or any of that. And today at pulmonary rehab, when she said that, you need to be proud of yourself because you have put in the work. And I was just like, you know what? It feels weird for me to even say that, but you know what? She is right. And it's not my first rodeo. Like, I came out of the trenches, like, just even years ago. Years ago. And this is nothing. It's just another transition to what he wants in my life. I had to release control, my ego. Like, I feel like I've been stripped down bare naked. Like, there's nothing covering me. Like, nothing. And that the parable or the scripture about the lady caught in adultery and those men wanted to like shame her and all that stuff, and that situation has been popping up in my head because it doesn't really say that she was naked in front of Jesus or anything like that. But when I always hear that, I always think, well, she was caught in the act, right? So she was probably naked. And when the part where the scripture part is, I'm just per se whatever, but like when they all left, and he asked who's gonna cast the stone and all that stuff, and I always have this image in my head that I see Jesus covering her up, just covering her up with like a sheet or whatever, and just like being like what have you done? You know, like, who's sinning against you? Like, who hasn't sinned, you know? And I felt like that day when he told me about my family and my husband in the midst of that, and my boys, that he covered me up, and that I am healed. And that this is just the beginning. I thought being sick with COVID over a year ago, and everything I've been doing, you know, like everything that I've been doing, he's been telling me to do. I've been just doing it even when I don't feel like it. And there are days that I just don't feel like it. And I haven't really doubted his promise, what he told me. But sometimes there's days that it just seems like it's never going to happen. Because, you know, it's been 5 years that I've waited. But to know that, like today, when she said those things to me, I feel like Jesus wrapped a sheet around me and was saying, you know what, you are faithful. You are beautiful. You deserve love. That man that I'm going to bring you to, you already know who it is, but he deserves you too. He deserves your family. His family deserves you. And it's been like the best surreal feeling, and I'm going to continue with this journey with no struggles. That's why yesterday I put that video out about I'm not struggling anymore, because I am totally free. And it's the best feeling in the world. And I hope you guys have a blessed day.